Right. Now we have a band coming out. That is targeted, I think. Right. Yep. Oleski did play Oriana on Monday. Thresh. That is also targeted because Silver Shark did play Thresh again on Monday. Wow. Right. Petru taking time for the final ban. It is a Cassidon ban.
The Dr. Mundo, very good bans all around,
Yeah,
I believe.
because last game he just stood there and took as much damage as he could from the other team, and when he died, his team was already winning.
The first
That's
pick
first
is
pick Kazakhs.
Kha'Zix.
I think that's taking a leaf out of new meta book right there, taking first pick Kazakhs.
We see a Jinx and a Gragas coming out. Let's see if they stick to these. Shaco, is it a troll Shaco or a real Shaco? And we see a Jinx Sejuani. Sejuani, one of my favorite junglers, bringing a ton of CC into any team fight.
But the lack of mobility, would that hurt Beta Stag though? And
Twitch and Karma coming out. They're hovering over this.
right, is this going to be a mid lane Karma, or jungle Karma, or support Karma?
Jungle Karma. I haven't seen that. Not sure if I want to see that. Reminds me of something Civ HD did with the Soraka jungle, and all he did was run around and give people more mana.
Oh, Civ HD.
It looks like it's going to be Leona and Zac. Two very strong frontliners. Morgana and Kale coming out. I didn't know they were allowed to be on the same team. I thought they were mortal enemies.
Right. So Senhor actually took Jinx away from Lonely Butter because he did play that on Monday, but I have a feeling I know which one he's going to pick this AD carry.
Vayne, I'm calling it.
Lucio.
Or Lucian. Lucian is very strong right now. I've been personal witness to Lonely Butter's Vayne, and it's something to be witnessed.
Trust me, his Lucian isn't further behind or even ahead, I think.
And it is going to be Morgana and Kale.
So Morgana could also go support and Kale be mid.
This is true. Wow, it's going to come down to the last picks. Then we see an Ashe and a Lux being hovered over.
I want to see Lux mid because she hasn't been played mid comparatively in a long time.
Ashe being something kind of out of Cloud9's playbook, trying to hit that crystal arrow and then following up with Zac and any other CC they have on the team. Lonely Butter going to Caitlyn right now.
It is going to be an Ezreal though. Wow, Ezreal Leona.
This is a pretty good engage coming from the bot lane. And a Lux.
And it is got a Lux Smith.
Those-
Lux and a Morgana. Wow,
Everybody loves
two
lasers.
Yeah. Final Spark. Must get that right. Right, let's see who's the last pick gonna be for Bearded Stag. Do you think it will be a Kazakh's top lane and a Sack jungle, or a Sack top lane and a Kazakh jungle?
The way things have been going lately, I would expect to see Kazakhs in the jungle.
Yep. Ooh, Yasuo!
Yasuo!
Fucking
Has he been played in the CCS yet? I don't.
He's been played a lot in the European scene, in the LCS as well. And I've only seen him played mid. And looking at that team, I don't see him comboing with. I see him the only combo I see is Yasuo and Sejuani with the knockup. Because I think if you're knocked up, Yasuo do tons of extra damage and reset the cooldown. Oh, and we have Frost here. Frost? Can we still call him Frost? Or you have to call him Etherean now. Saying that didn't ban out KO against Infernalist, and that could be GG.
So based on Brian's recommendation there, I'm going to give the advantage in the mid lane to Infernalists. I know Brian keeps tabs of everything that we do, and if he's saying that Kale in the mid lane with Infernalists is a terror, then I will trust him. So, here we go. We are in the stream delay for match 2. So, coming up next will be the Bearded Staggs versus Frak the Piltovers. And we are just waiting in the most exciting 3 minutes of your life.
I just want to talk a bit more about that Yasuo pick. I just haven't seen him over on the American server at all. I do play on both servers. I just have a friend that he just will only play mid with Yasuo right now at this point in time, and all of us have to form a team around him. So we have a Malphite jungle, a Janna or Nami support just to knock them up.
Well, now here's a question: if it is a Zac top lane, when he's leaping, does that count?
Ooh.
This could be very interesting to see.
And his let's bounce as well.
Yeah.
Does it count as a knockup?
I think I know.
Or is it airborne?
I think it's airborne. I know the Aatrox Dark Flight does. I've seen it happen, but I'm not sure on Zac. If it does, in fact, count, maybe chat can help us out with this.
Yep, it just say airborne enemy in the air. So, I think he actually meant me. That's not quiet.
It says you're super quiet. I hear you just fine. I really don't know how I could turn you up in the stream. We shall see, though.
Alright, so for Yasuo, it's all airborne targets. Airborne enemies for holding in the air for an extra 1 second. That's another second of CC right there. And could delay Sack coming down. Or Kazakh jumping as well. They have 2 jumpers on this team.
So now here's another question. I guess Morgana is going to be a support Morgana. Which makes me think that Frak the Piltovers is going more just kind of hold lane and fight for the objectives. Because Morgana's not super aggressive, especially against the Leona Ezreal.
Yeah. It's going to be a timing on the Black Shield into a Leona Zenith Blade. Because the Black Shield itself does not stop the Zenith Blade from Leona coming to her, but it will block the stun on the follow-up with the shield that she's slamming with, that giant shield. Shield of Daybreak. So, Goma reaction time is actually spot on for the moment Leona land that Zenith Blade and just Black Shield. Jinx. And But I'm worried though. I'm worried about the Sejuani jungle coming in because as someone who jungle Sejuani quite often. Oh, it's intimidation. Right.
Here we
Say,
go. Yeah. Loading into skin intimidation.
Sejuani is really slow. Oh, Mecha Kha'Zix, yes, +1 point. I think that's it right there. That's all you need. And not even a traditional Sejuani skin on GI Prachard. I'm gonna have to give it to the Frak Piltover team. Frak Piltover team for the skin with the Mecha Kha'Zix, Full Party Leona, and Nottingham Ezreal.
That would be the bearded
legacy skin.
The bearded Staggs. Bearded Staggs on blue side. Frak the Piltovers on purple. It is a 3-2 in favor of bearded Staggs for skin intimidation. So Staggs.
Correction, bearded Stag is the purple team. That's what he said, right?
Is it? Well, I am mistaken. So, Frak the Piltovers, you get skin intimidation. Congratulations. I have no prize for you.
My fitting skin is nice, but again, I think all these champions with only 2 skin just need another one.
I will definitely agree with you on that. Mafia Jinx is fun in some aspects, and others I find just annoying. Like the recall, well, shaking up the bottle and then all that. Really fun. Alright, and as everybody gets into the game, we're going to turn off the music so we can hear what's going on. And away we go.
Next time, try to leave a dent.
Right, the summoners, the champions order.
Working on that right now.
It is it looks like it's gonna be a KO top lane and a Yasuo mid.
Interesting.
Yeah, but I don't think Yasuo does well against tanks. I really don't. Until he gets his crits up.
Alright, we see blue side coming out.
Whoa.
Frak the Piltovers coming out strong, and they've taken a little bit of vision advantage. They're moving as 5, while the bearded Staggs.
King's coming out though. They know they're there.
They do know they're there, but it's still a 5v4 right now.
Yep, carry with him. Right, and they're just gonna back off a little bit.
Both sides taking a little bit of damage. Nice Steel Tempest from Noxidile. Let me see.
Frankly, we didn't actually stay there long enough to put down a ward because Trinket only just came on off cooldown.
Here we go, level 1 fight coming in. Dark Binding does land on Leona.
Leona did go for Zenith Blade first, and first blood on Sejuani. That's gonna on Kha'Zix as well. So Kha'Zix get a kill in level 1. Now that's a scary thought, but he's gonna
pay for it. And this is quite the level 1 fight.
Wow. I'm lost for words. This is the most aggressive level 1 we had, I think.
And that was a 2 for 2, looks like.
3 for 2, actually.
3 for 2.
So Lux got all the assist, which
and Ezreal
give her a kill.
Ezreal got a kill, Kha'Zix got a kill, and Zach got a kill. Jinx, on the other hand, on the other side, got 2 kills. So this could be very interesting bot lane as Jinx, who didn't take very much damage, is just farming that wave up.
Yep. Gonna be ahead of Ezreal.
There's Bonnie managing to grab her blue buff. Try to move on through the jungle.
Dark Binding landing on Leona. Oh, just missing the Zenith Blade.
So with that 2 kill advantage that Jinx took, it looks like the bearded Staggs are going to try to just hold on to that advantage they took. And Infernalist putting a lot of damage on the Washable Coyote up in the top. Yasuo hitting a level 2 before Lux, but taking a lot of minion damage for it.
Oh, they both just have to back off.
Both having to back off very low. Yasuo with his pots. Gonna hang out a little bit longer, maybe heal up and try to take a CS advantage here. Very aggressive early game from both sides so far.
Alright, this could be the similar matchup to we had with Akali and Cassiopeia. We've got a high mobility champion, melee champion versus a relatively slow. Oh, we have a caster coming in for a gang bot lane. Jump. He's gonna drop Jinx.
Just gets melted right there with the isolation damage. Probably it looked like getting separated from Morgana there. Morgana's gonna have to back off. Nice dark binding, but at this point in the game, not have any kind of sustainable damage to follow up with.
Now we see Leona's out with a Doran shield, so she's gonna have that little bit of extra tank against auto attacks. And extra health. And the health regen. It's hands down the best starting item, I think. Doran shield for a bot lane.
Which seems weird, but I like all of the weirdness. Take a look at CS right now. In the top lane, we have Kale at 26, ahead of Zac at 15. Jungler, Sejuani is a little bit ahead, but Kha'Zix has those 2 kills from the level 1. Or, no, 1 kill from the level 1, and a kill onto the Jinx from his gank. So I would put him a little bit ahead right now. In the mid lane, it's pretty even, but Lux does have an assist over Yasuo. So we'll see how this ends up. Now when Yasuo goes in, does he just say Forsaki? I swear he says Forsaki. And
and we have Kale going down top lane with another gank from Kha'Zix. Kha'Zix is just commanding this game right now.
And that's where we just see how good Kha'Zix is right now. Just that isolated damage will just blow up anybody early. We do see he went for an early pickaxe. Very nice dodge with the Lux binding in the mid. Both very low, but it's going to be knocked out.
Minions
out on top.
Yep.
Minions!
Minions, as we like to call it, right?
Minions, absolutely.
Minions.
But of course, Kha'Zix nearby to push that lane on up. Sejuani is in the bot lane, but they did get a ward down, and now they know. And they're probably just going to try to safely back out of this. Maybe not. Lonely Butter is very low on mana. I don't even know if he could get a Mystic shot.
He's gonna get caught. Oh, this could be bad. Oh, the barrier. And
flash.
Sejuani is gonna go down to the tower, but giving the kill to Lonely Butter.
I think the flash was for style points there. Morgana doesn't see that there's a lurking Kha'Zix. All he has to do is jump. Soviet Shark getting...
Oh!
He's trying to not take the kill. Flash from Kha'Zix, and he's going to have to back off as he has no mana. Gomer barely escaping there. But he does get away. So again, we'll look at this bot lane. Pretty even in CS, only 1 difference. Even in kills. But right now, Israel does have that BF sword he's coming back to lane with. So he is going to be doing a bit more damage than Jinx. He's going to be very dependent on Leona landing her Zenith Blade and following up with Shield of Daybreak. Top lane, we do see Kale taking a 10 minion lead, but Zac does have 2 kills over her.
Zac actually got a Spectre Crown now, so he does have MR to go against at least the magic damage part of her attacks.
We do see a flash coming out from Infernalist. Who's not ready for the left bounce.
Oh!
Intervention is
overshot Shumpus a little bit. And now, if no one get off now, oh! A very nice black shield from which he's gonna fall.
And that's the difference between the BF sword and the Vamp Scepter. And that's why you see many a competitive player trying And not even backing until they have enough gold for that BS sword. Or as we like to call it, best friend sword.
Yes.
You see Lonely
Only
Buddy?
body's gonna take a tower hit.
This is where we're going to get a little bit of a break time. Kazakh's going for a Spirit Stone and then a couple of damage items. He's had that pickaxe for a little while, and that's what's been helping him on those early ganks.
Yeah. Yep. Classic with early pickaxe is really, really strong because of the way all his abilities, well, his taste that fear scale of attack damage.
Dark
Oh, we
Binding
have
and Flame Chomper's going down, and Lonely Buddy is going to go down.
and so we should have to get out of there. And oh, again, Dark Binding landing.
But again, that Doran shield, so tanky. And he's going to get away. This bot lane.
Kazakh's now coming in for respawn, and he's gonna land as soon as he oh,
Flat and
wow,
the resets on jump.
wow, oh,
Very nice solar flare. This Kha'Zix is very scary Kha'Zix. But again,
yep.
you have to build him a little bit squishy to get all that damage. See intervention coming down and a little bit of a fight coming down top lane. Zac with that Spectre's Cowl able to just take all that damage and dip it back. Noxdial jumping in and taking out Luck, barely living. And here comes the Ezreal ult. Just missing. Just missing.
But he's gonna get Zac! Oh, yep, I can get killed, sorry. Oh, he didn't actually get killed.
Tower does prioritize the minions. Oh, just missed the ult and the flash. And the failed jump, he's just facing the wrong way. Is he going to be able to get away from this? I don't think so, not with that red buff slow. And watch the Coyote going down into the Sejuani counter.
Right, task for today is Trusting Engineer, which is myself, and the Eye Warlock.
Yes.
Ooh,
Dark Binding and Flame Choppers going down on Leona, but that's not who you wanted on. Kha'Zix coming up, and he looks like he might be able to clean up on the G.I. Pritchard, and down he goes. Noxdial not having any of it from Aleski. I can't say the second part of your name, I'm sorry.
This Yasuo is strong.
And Shield of Daybreak going down on to Gomer, and he's gonna go down.
The True Shot Barrage from Ezreal was just gonna...
Very well placed True Shot Barrage. I know when I play Ezreal, I always shoot it into the base. So props to Lonely Buddy. Now we see...
Just want to look at that Leona stat with a 0, 0, and 8. That's a perfect support right there.
Infernal is dodging the elastic slingshot and putting some damage on the Zac. But with that Spectre Cowl, he's just going to pick up some globlets and continue the attack.
He does have Speed Visage now, so that Zac is going to sustain a lot in lane.
We do see some teams maneuvering around Dragon.
Yeah, G.I. Pritchard is starting it, but... And they're pulling Dragon away from the wall, so... Oh, remember this is Lux, and she can't... Oh, very clean smite from the bearded stag just to take away that dragon. Secure it, rather.
So, first dragon going to the bearded stags.
Oh,
Kha'Zix finding more members of the bearded stags than he wanted, and he's gonna have to, and he is going down, and the shutdown. The bearded stag's not in a bad position right here, actually.
Despite being 5 kills down, they're only 1k gold behind 1.5k.
The power of global objectives.
Yep.
Dragon really helped him out. Yeah, Pritchard taking a lot of damage in that mid lane. And he's able to survive, and he's going to back out just fine. See a little bit of action going on top lane. We do see Dark Binding and Flame Trappers going down.
Oh, the Super Mega Death Rocket just not enough to take down.
Very
Only
nice
butter.
barrier. This may be a double kill.
Oh,
Double
Flashing
flash is
Arc.
coming down. But
oh, very nice that. And
Mystic Shot just out of range.
Gomo almost got bit off one he can shoot right there with that Atomic Soil and Dark Binding. If he went in for an auto attack, the Lonely Butter would have killed him.
And we see Soviet Shark up in the mid lane right now. I guess he just knows there's no damage in the no danger in the bot lane.
Yeah, they have a very deep ward in the near the blue buff of the beta Stag jungle.
That was an incredible wind wall from Noxidal right there, just totally blocking the light binding from Lux.
Yep, the wind wall from Yasuo is a very. Actually, one thing I found out is that it doesn't block single ultimates.
And we see a solar flare going down, and they're just going to jump in on Noxidal Flash to get away, but the laser final spark takes him down. And there was an Ezreal coming in just to be sure. Maybe get a couple minions out of that. Light binding going down. Not going to be able to get the tower.
But we can see Frank Piltovers is pulling away a little bit now. They increased their gold lead to almost 3k.
And we can attribute it to the farming that's going on right now. Zac, a few minions ahead of KO right now. Jungle, though, Kha'Zix almost 20 minions ahead of the Sejuani, GI Pritchard. Lux and Yasuo dead even in minions right now. But then again, you look at Ezreal and Jinx. Ezreal's up almost 40 minions, and on an 80 carry, that is crucial. Washable Coyote Elastic slingshotting to get away.
It just ran right into the GI Pritchard Sejuani.
And he says, let's bounce, let's get some bloblets out. I can fight 2v1 right now. But does end up flashing away.
He did buy enough time for Kha'Zix to come in, for Pritchard to come in with a Kha'Zix.
And the luck,
This has gotta be.
that's all he was trying to do.
Oh, there does bring an intervention. Beautiful timing from Lux and Leona just to hit KO with a final spark after intervention finished the
GI Pritchard's
duration.
going to have to watch out for Kha'Zix. I don't know if he sees him.
Oh,
Excellent charge.
Excellent.
From
Yep.
Sejuani. Arctic Assault.
Purple team's turret has been destroyed.
Get away. But Frak the Piltovers taking down the first turret. And they're not stopping. They're going for this second tier. They know that the bearded Staggs had to back out.
right, and Lonely Bud is going to take down the bottom as well.
So 2 turrets for Frak the Piltovers, maybe 3. But no, they said we want to fight and kill without intervention. Goes
Just
down.
Kha'Zix, just with a Tiamat, just wow, and another one.
And that's an inner turret actually. Flame Chomper and Dark
Kha'Zix
Binding missing. But we do see Soul Shackle come out and does get the stun. Lonely Butter is probably going to go down here.
Yep.
There he
Not
goes.
even gonna. He's even not gonna even try and waste it.
With that, Noxidal on Yasuo taking down the mid turret, the most important main turret. But this relentless Frak the Piltover assault just took down the top inhibitor turret. That is very dangerous this early. Bearded Stags are really going to have to keep an eye on that turret.
I want to point out that Kha'Zix is now level 11, so he does have to reset on his lead, which is devastating in teamfight.
We do see Lux shift to the bottom lane and final spark the wave to get everybody cleared out. And now she's pushing up, saying, nope, you're not getting that turret. You only get one. Xehanort going down. Good luck. Yeah, Pritchard may want to think twice about going in, but we see Noxidal coming up. G.I. Pritchard not been very good with the Sejuani ult so far. Still early enough to turn that around. Gomer, USMC, dropping down a nice Dark Binding. Let his team escape and live to fight another day. Frak the Piltovers going into that dragon. This will be their second. Nope, this will be their first dragon.
Yep, first dragon went to Bearded Staggs. And we saw Super Mega Death Rocket coming in from Jinx trying to steal that dragon, but that's a little too late.
Noxidal getting a little caught out here, but still wind walls were light binding.
And Kha'Zix again! And Kha'Zix does have a Hydra now and also a Brutalizer. He's coming in from behind to get that reset on Jinx, and another reset. Oh man, he's walking away right here.
Kha'Zix
8-2 and 6 Kha'Zix
with a Spirit Stone for that jungle clear, with the Ravenous Hydra and a Brutalizer. That's a whole lot of damage and a whole lot of resets coming at you very quickly. Frak the Piltover not giving up this assault. Kale popping
intervention coming out from Kale.
She may live to fight another day.
Frak continuing to chase, but
that speed boost. Not.
Lux is hanging around, and she does have Final Spark. So, we have Yasuo coming. Knocks it out over the wind wall just to block it. And that was a nice arcane shield from Ezreal. Let's get away. Wow, he actually just crit 5 minions. That's way clear right there. Oh, Staggs caught our position a little bit. Up in the top lane.
Yep, Infernalist and G.I. Pritchard going in hard on this Zac. They want to get him out because they have that.
Oh no, he just.
Sejuani finally hitting an ult.
It just stunned him right before he managed.
Cell Division is going out. Let's see who gets it. It is Noxidal that ends up with a kill.
That's what we want.
A lot of pings coming from Frak the Piltovers. They said, Zac, you were too far up. And now Soviet Shark getting caught out a little bit. Does land Solar Flare, and Kha'Zix coming in. Oh, it's a 3-on-3.
Yasuo just topped up Kha'Zix.
Everybody is super low except for Alexi. And he's going to clean up Yasuo. Gets the double kill. Could it be a triple? It is! Triple kill for Lux. But here comes Jinx. And he says, that's a 2v1 I don't want to mess with right now.
Yep. Also, Jinx probably knows that Aleski has not used the Final Spark yet, so he does have that in his pocket. Leona's running in the... Oh!
Very nice Shield of Daybreak.
Oh... The Savage slowed her. Oh, nope. I think Xehanort know that Aleski.
Flash from Alexi. Got it before Final Spark can go off.
That actually works. Right.
Intervention coming up. And Let's Bounce coming up. Infernal is probably going to go down right here. Yes, he does.
I just want to say that actually works in Aleski's favor because with the new changes in 4.1, the cooldown doesn't go into effect until it's been casted. So I think Aleski still have Final Spark up for the next.
That poor Morgana support caught out by the Kha'Zix and Zac. Not a whole lot they could do there. Bearded Staggs trying to hold on to this turret for dear life.
Oh, it's execution
Rocket.
And now the excited
Execution
Jinx with the Flame Chompers.
Excellent.
That's a good pickup.
I didn't even have time to turn on the team fight button for that. Very good pickup though. Bearded Staggs not done. They're trying to clear out the jungle, take control of this map right now.
If I look correctly, Jinx does have the blue buff, so now she's going to spam her rocket. Switcheroo in the rocket and just keep it going.
You see Lonely Butter pushing up into that bot tower. Maybe a one-on-one fight between Jinx and Lonely Butter. Does man the court?
Oh, he's gonna walk into Flame Chompers.
But Lonely Butter just showing how far ahead he is with that Triforce, doing tons of damage.
Yep.
We do see Frak the Piltovers at about a 9.
Oh, Infernalist could be. Oh no, Frank did not have the support for Lesky to pick off Infernalist.
We do see the rest of the members of the Bearded Stag collapsing through Infernalist. Something's going on at Baron. This is
Is actually starting Baron, or is that? Alright, they're backing
know.
off now.
They have vision over the wall. They know, and they're not chancing giving up an ace with a chance at a Baron buff.
Right, and we still see Jinx and Only Buttons Centerhawk still going at it.
Now they
Goma and Noxgal is actually collapsing in onto Lonely Button now.
and G.I. Pritchard gets melted by the Kha'Zix and everybody around him. This Baron looks like it's gonna go to Frak the Piltover. Very early Baron.
Oh no,
Super
Mega Death
Mega
Rocket coming in. Oh,
Missed the Baron. And the Baron does go to Frak the Piltovers.
So that was Lonely Butter for a for Sedrani and a Baron. So I think that was planned. They just kept Lonely Butter out in the bot lane and just said you either have to lose your bot tower or back away from Baron.
That was a very early Baron, 25 minutes. Frak the Piltovers taking a very commanding lead of this game. 11k.
10k. Oh, 11. Oh, yep. Turn out I can't do math. So I should quit engineering major.
Bearded Stags are going to take Dragon right here. Cut that a little bit. It's still about 9k gold difference, which is not impossible. It's still anyone's game, but it's very hard to do. Bearded Stags are going to have to pick their fights very well, especially with Frak the Piltovers having Baron buff right now.
And Kha'Zix completed a Last Whisper, so now he's going to be going through armor like nobody business.
Does anybody on Bearded Stags have armor? It does not look like it.
Nope, it's only Morgana who has a secret arm guard, and
Sejuani does have a Sunfire,
Sunfire Kit.
but still, with the amount of armor shred he has right there, with the Brutalizer and the Last Whisper, it's not going to do you a whole lot of good. Zach just charging in, trying to continue this relentless pursuit, trying to get that top inhibitor. Lonely Butter getting caught out a little bit. Arcane shifting, a couple flashes coming out.
Oh, just missing the Mega Death Rocket, but the Ignite Death from Noxgal does finish off Lonely Butter.
Morgana going down to Kha'Zix. And I'm not sure there's much that the Bearded Stags can do to prevent this inhibitor from going down. It is a 3v2 now, 3v3, 4v3. Light Binding does land.
We could have a two-shot barrage coming in as soon as Lonely Butter is back up. So he's not out of the fight completely.
And another tower going down. So at this point, Oleski getting caught out though.
Oh, that was not where he wanted to be.
The rest. Oh.
Intervention coming out from Infernalist. But that might be enough to join you alive.
We do see Gomer coming in with a Soul Shackle, getting the stun down and the Dark Binding. And here comes Lonely Butter, possibly to clean up. Accidentally shooting the Mystic Shot behind him, but it's still not enough. He's continuing this one.
So Miss Rocket does finish off Only Butter, but...
And that was a 3 for 4 in favor of Frak the Piltovers. They're going to get another turret right here.
Yep, and they still have Kha'Zix to do damage to the tower.
With only Jinx alive, I'm not sure they can stop this assault, but Frak the Piltovers say, we have enough gold. We're going to go back and buy some items.
Their wallet is bulging. Zack has 2,000 gold in his pocket, and Kha'Zix have 1,800, and that's... What's he gonna build now? Black Cleaver? Would that be what? Or would he go for more defensive items like a...
Probably a Guardian Angel.
Negatron? Yeah.
Light Binding does land. Frak Piltovers going in again, catching a couple members of the Bearded Staggs out. Let's Bounce goes down, but nobody else was in range to follow up on top of that.
Alright. Oh, that was not fair. Lux just completely 1v1 Jinx right there. And with Leona coming in just to make sure she doesn't die to Morgana.
Morgana's trying to follow up with her old Dark Binding combo, but the other members of Frak Piltovers always nearby to help out. And Lux lives to fight another day. And they're trying to continue this assault. They want another inhibitor. If we look at the gold lead right now, Frak Piltovers is up 12k. Very hard to come back from at that point. Not impossible, it's been done before. But Bearded Staggs are going to have to choose their fights very carefully. With that front line of Zack and Leona right now, it's hard to get to the carries.
Yep.
Yeah, going in,
that's a very nice...
A whole team getting Alessi down. Super Mega Death Rocket coming in, and this is maybe the fight they wanted.
Yep, the intervention from characters from Nifton is just keep...
But Cell Division was up. Gomer trying to finish things off, but Lonely Butter...
And it's going to be an ace. He's going to die to the Ignite.
Was the Ignite. But that was a 4 for 5, and Zack still alive to continue this push.
His blob saved it today, or his blob saved the blobs. And he's gonna face tank this tower.
I think he has the health to do it. Maybe.
Nope, he's gonna get it out.
He has to Elastic Slingshot away.
Look how
to
small
fight
he
another
is
day.
now.
So the gold lead does not shift very much. Still about 12k in favor of Frak the Piltovers.
So Kha'Zix finished the Guardian Angel, and he sold his Spirit Stone for a Guardian Angel.
We look at individual matchups right now. Kale and Zack are even in minions, but Kale has 2 kills, 8 deaths, and is behind Zack 2k gold alone. Junglers, Kha'Zix is up about 3k gold on Sejuani. Lux is up 1k on Yasuo. Ezreal is up almost 4k on Jinx.
Solar Flare and Final Spark just completely shredded Kale. Didn't give enough time to react for
what happened
the
there
intervention.
Was it looked like it was a desperation Baron attempt from the Bearded Stag that did not turn out in their favor.
2-shot barrage picking off GI per chart right there.
Yasuo trying to run for his life. He has nowhere to run there though. That tower's been gone for a while. That's another
Flame Chopper
Baron.
catching only Butter, but the Soul Shackle does not stun.
Bounce finally coming down. Gomer really low, but he's going to get out with his life right there. And this fight is continuing going on. Look at the items. Jinx has a lot of damage items, but she hasn't been able to build any defense at all yet. Solar Flare just missing Yasuo, and they're going to get another inhibitor out of this. With that Baron buff, it looks like Frak the Piltovers is trying to close out the game right here. Let's see what happens. Here we go. Light binding. Intervention coming down on GI Purchase. Zach not caring, going back in. And then they will back off.
Staggs does have very good wave clear with both the Jinx and the Morgana Tormented Soil, and also Sejuani overall, and the splash damage from KO, and the Yasuo knock on effect, I think. Oh, does go through minions. So yeah, they have very good wave clear, so we make it sieging tower a little bit harder for Frak the Piltover to do. As long as they can do a 5, and doesn't get caught out by a Leona. Oh, Staggs just dove in.
I believe he does have
Solar Flag coming in.
Very nice let's bounce.
He's going down to swim it, make a death rocket.
Final Spark not getting a whole lot out there. And it looks like
2-shot barrage is coming out right now. Oh,
the 1-for-1 right now. Kha'Zix
is
having
oh, the minions just came in time, so the Kha'Zix doesn't get aggro from towers as he leaves.
He did have a Guardian Angel, and right now it's a 1-for-1. But Frak the Piltover is able to continually siege that tower. Lonely Butter pushing the top, making sure his team can get that tower down low. But that wave clear from Kale is showing itself right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and face tank this tower.
With 2 inhibitors down, Bearded Staggs are just gonna have to back out.
Ooh,
Defend their Nexus turret.
Just missing. But honestly, I think it was good for Gomo that his dark binding missed the Kha'Zix. Otherwise, he would have gone in and died to the Kha'Zix.
Lonely Butter playing a little bit of chicken with Jinx and Kale, dodging skill shots all over the place. It does look like the rest of Frak the Piltovers are going to back out and head towards that dragon, extend their gold lead. They are up 15,000 gold right now.
And the Baron buff is coming to an end quite soon, so I think there's gonna be a next one more Baron fight left in this game, I think. Oh, just Lonely Butter just dodging sap by a few pixels. That one was a little bit more than a pixel. So we have 5-man converging on Lonely Butter. He's gonna just
very nice arcane shift, but
oh, the Sejuani ultimate is coming in and he's gonna fall.
So he played chicken a little too long and not put his team in a good position. Or maybe he just wanted to get back to base faster.
Right, the Frak the Piltover is actually pinging the bottom lane inhibitor now, so
They say, Lonely Butter, we don't need him. We can still take down this tower. We have a Kha'Zix.
yep, Kha'Zix with Hydra and a last. Oh, and a BF sword now. I only just noticed that BF sword.
Very nice Solar Flare coming down. However, Soul Shackles lands on quite a few people there. And right now, it's a 2-for-0 in favor of the Bearded Stag.
Reset on. Jinx finished off before he could jump to. Well,
and so far, that's a
he's
2-for-4.
Yep.
The Bearded Stag is coming out on top. They did lose the inhibitor, but cutting down that gold lead just a little bit.
And mid lane and top lane inhibitor just came back up, so they not as much pressure it would have been. It was all 3 inhibitor down.
True Shot Barrage coming in, not hitting anybody. I will say I do.
Oh, Yasuo and just found himself in Lux. So Wind Wall does not stop Final Spark, and he's going to pick up a kill on Aleski right there.
He says, Lux, this is my blue buff. Get out of my house. I do like the Season 4 changes to the inhibitor respawns, because back in Season 3, if you got an inhibitor down, it was a pain in the butt process to get it back up so you can make any attempt of coming back. And even then, when it did come back up, you still had that last wave of minions to worry about of supers. But now, once it's back up, it's back up. The enemy team no longer gets supers, and it is possible to make those comebacks, which is definitely possible. Baron is up in about a minute, and I believe that is going to be the last fight of the game. We'll see if Frak the Piltovers can hold out to this massive gold lead they have picked up and win this game, or if the Bearded Staggs can pick up a nice team fight and maybe turn this game in their favor.
I think the goal lead as much as being 14k. I think
About 14k. It's at that point where it's not impossible, but very hard to get away.
It doesn't really matter as much because Yasuo is at almost at 5 items. KO is with a Rabadon and a Nashor Tooth just missing. Oh, just pick up a Flying Tomb and a Void Staff on KO. So Bearded Staggs aren't light on items. They're not that far behind.
Alright, and Baron is up. They do not see that ward in the back, it looks like. I don't know about you, but Baron is invisible on my screen.
Yep, it is on my screen too.
But those Slade, the Baron Nashor, G.I. Pritchard going in hard, trying for the steal, taking the intervention. Kale, living to fight another day.
So, Kale's gonna drop down to zero and up to camp.
And Yasuo, Guardian Angel going down. He is going to go down to Kha'Zix. And that is a 2-for-0 fight.
And he's gonna push through, take this inhibitor. Oh, they just go straight for it.
They do have an inhibitor down. I think they're trying to be a little safe. They don't want to get soul shackled or something crazy on the turret.
There's one tower, so.
And there goes the final tower.
Oh, and yep.
Kha'Zix flashing away. And this looks like it is going to be game in favor of Frak the Piltovers.
And DG's coming out. Yep. These two teams know each other very well, as you can see by their big and bands.
Absolutely. So, game 2 in favor of Frak the Piltovers. I'm going to go ahead and give MVP of Frak the Piltovers to Pet Troop Kha'Zix.
Yep.
That early game.
We agree on that.
Just that early game, snowballing everybody and taking a commanding lead of towers and the map. On the other side, I'm going to give it to Noxdal. His Yasuo play was incredible. Those wind walls knocking so many light bindings out of the air. Very impressive play right there. Very impressive play from both teams. But in the end, it was Frak the Piltovers taking the game.